Hi, Jewells68 here for Talk to Me Tuesday on Tuesday, March 28th. It's the last Tuesday in March, and the wine quilt is still on my wall. I've been experiencing a little creative constipation lately, to quote one of our former members from many years ago, Shay. I feel creatively constipated. I know that sounds gross, TMI, right? But I just can't seem to focus on anything, and therefore I haven't worked on anything. I even picked up some vintage sheets at the thrift store while Phoebe was home, and was going to try to do a simple summer quilt with just 2 sheets quilted together with no batting, because she's really hot down where she's at school, and I didn't get that done. I didn't do anything crafty last week. So, I think part of my problem is I want to get this done and mailed out, but I just don't know how I want to quilt it. So, I think I'm going to maybe do, follow Jen's example, and I'm going to try to get a good photo of it, and then maybe just play around with it, with the photo, and see if I can come up with a plan of some sort. Maybe something viney? I just can't decide. Anyway, that's enough of that rambling. I just don't know what to do with that. So, so until I figure that out, I don't know. And then, you know, I did so well with my Linus quilts last month. I'm all caught up, but now it's almost time for the April meeting. Not this weekend, but the following weekend will be our April meeting, and I haven't even worked on anything for that. I haven't done any crochet. I haven't, I've been on the first 2 inches of a sideways shell for 2 months now. I started it during jury duty in January, and that's as far as I've gotten. I didn't even really work on it much at my last Project Linus meeting. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. So I'm going to work on that, try to figure that out. Meanwhile, I thought maybe it would help me to get organized, and Jen set such a good example for us this year with her. I really like the way she did it, where it wasn't focusing on every little, you name the project, and you have a grid, you know, on a board. You have a grid on a board that has each, you know, piece top, piece backing, or, you know, top, backing, basting, quilting, binding, label. So it has each stage, and you just move each project along so that you can kind of keep track of where everything is. I really like that. I've been very haphazard this year, and I've kind of just had a few little goals, which is fine. I haven't really tried to set myself a lot of goals this year. But now I'm feeling like I need something to kind of push me along. So I lucked into this at work. So this is a Post-it tabletop dry erase pad. So it had super sticky Post-its on this side of it. Actually, it was on this side of it. It opens up. So this side had Post-its. Oh, look at that. That must have come off the wall. So this side had the Post-its, and this is the side we were using at work. I don't think this is the kind they meant to buy, so they bought this one by accident. Well, it folds up, but this side is a dry erase board. And so I asked if I could have it when they finished up the Post-it notes, because that's all they wanted it for, was the Post-it notes, and they said absolutely. So I got a free dry erase board, which is good, because I had been looking at, every time I went to the thrift store, I'd kind of looked with the bulletin boards and stuff, but so far I hadn't seen anything that wasn't in really horrible shape. And I really didn't want to spend a lot of time on it. So this is great because it folds completely flat, and it has, you know, hooks to where I could hang it on the wall. But check this out. You pop that in there, and then, ta-da, it makes a tabletop easel. Is that cool or what? So then I can just have it sitting over here on the table. Or I can have it hanging on the wall. So I could even use it to put small, here on the back, I could pin I could put some batting here and use this for a small design wall for like a block if I just wanted to like piece a block. So, or some, like a little wall hanging or something. So anyway, isn't that cool? Anyway, I think that's pretty cool. So that's going to hopefully help me. I'd like by next week to have like some sort of idea of what I want to track. There are a certain number of projects that I do want to get tackled. I really don't have that many. I have my pod, my original 2011 pod. The top has been done for 2 years. And or almost 2 years. But I did start it back in 2011, and I finished it during the 2015 reboot. And I was afraid to, because it was one of the very first things I paper pieced. I'm not 100% sure of all my stitching on the blocks. So I'm going to have to quilt that very carefully. So I'm going to really need to kind of plan that out. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. And then I'd like to at least get one of my birthday blocks. I don't know. I have my birthday blocks from previous years that I could piece into tops or whatever. So I need to decide what goals I want to set for the remainder of the year. We have 3 quarters left. 2 quarters. We're approaching the end of the first quarter, and I need to really figure that out. So just come up with a loose list of projects, and then I can arrange them. I kind of like the way she did it, so I might just be a copycat and do that, because I think it would feel a little less overwhelming. And then wherever it is this year, wherever it finishes this year, I don't have to do anything to like make a new list or whatever for next year. If I have new projects, I just need to add them where they belong on the chart. Yeah, so that's all. I'm going to try to kick my mojo into gear this week. We'll see what happens. I will check in with you guys next week, and I look forward to watching your videos. Bye!